Hey, this is Mike Lindsay from Vital MX, and welcome back to another episode of Rumormill. As I say at the top of all these shows, Rumormill is a feature I do based on the chatter, the gossip, the rumors, and the talks around the pits, the media guys, the gear guys, the agents, some of the people we just chat with around the industry. Where there is smoke, there is fire. It is not guaranteed that everything we talk about here is actually going to end up happening, but for the most part, a vast majority of it does, or we're pretty close with most of these. Everyone's told we are wrong. It happens. That's why this stuff is not officially announced yet. Things change. Anyways, this episode is about the summer return of the BBMX squad, the Butler Brothers motocross racing team, as most people would probably know it formerly as the Rocky Mountain ATVMC KTM WPS squad. After shuttering their operations, going on pause, disappearing, whatever you want to label it as, partway through Supercross, the team has sort of been on hold and in this little bit of a mystery of what was going to happen to it. Per Forrest Butler's own claims, there would be an attempt to return to racing for the Outdoor Nationals, and that looks to be the case now. For the past 2 weeks in California, we have seen Benny Bloss and Freddie Noren riding around on blank KTMs that we know belong to the team. We had heard back at around the Salt Lake round at the end of Supercross that both riders had agreed to some sort of terms to ride for Forrest Butler for the upcoming 2022 AMA Pro Motocross Championship. But now, less than a week out from the opening round, we have a little bit more of an idea of what is actually coming together. So the team itself has a little bit of a returning cast in the sense of Derek Rankin, who's been a mechanic for the team, kind of a crew chief technical manager, is back with the squad, currently wrenching for these guys, kind of picking up the pieces of the technical program, trying to get it in place. Benny Bloss, of course, as a rider, has rode for the team before. He is back for the season. And then Freddie Noren, who actually a lot of people thought was going to end up riding for the team in Supercross when it initially kind of started to go sideways. And your riders such as Shane McElrath, Joey Savacci, and Max Anstey were, either getting out of their contracts, didn't have bikes to ride, all this weird stuff that was going on. It looked like Freddie was going to ride for the team. Well, now he is for outdoors. And back to the other subject of Joey Savacci, Max Anstey, and Shane McElrath. As we've seen, they are all on to new avenues for outdoors. Particularly Shane is riding a Rockstar Energy Husqvarna FC450 for a set amount of rounds right now until Dean Wilson is able to return. Maybe the full season. We'll have to see. Joey Savacci is riding Adam Cianciarulo's bike for the Monster Energy Kawasaki team. And Max Anstey has a soon-to-be-announced deal he is working on. We will see him at some point during outdoors, but all of them have sort of landed a home. Now back to the story we're talking about. BBMX squad. So we've got Rankin returning. We have Benny Bloss returning. Freddie Noren incoming. There's semis here in California. The bikes are here. I still have a truck driver. And then as of operating the team, Davi Millsaps has taken up that role. We believe he's been working for the team or on behalf of it for maybe about 3 weeks now, a month, somewhere in that range. He was previously training Carson Mumford, Derek Drake, Ox Ray, some guys in Supercross. That situation is longer. He is now working for BBMX. He actually rode for the team, of course, at one point in his career and is friends with Forrest. I had heard some talking, I think last offseason had talked about this situation, but anyways, Davi's kind of running the ship, guiding it at the moment. So coming into the race, we believe it'll be there. We really don't know a lot about sponsorship. We've heard to some sponsors, they've claimed they have a new title sponsor. We haven't heard of what they'll be. We've heard some other brands tell us that they were offered that in the last week. So we don't really know where is the situation of sponsorship. It sounds like a lot of their hard parts sponsors and items you see with the bike have sort of been maintained. We know their suspension deal is currently up in the air. They still will be on KTMs. It was rumored or speculated for quite a while that whenever they return, the Fly WPS would still be a large part of the program. And initially last week, we saw Freddie Noren riding in blank Fly gear. Benny was already in Fly. But Freddie was back in FXR gear when we saw him at Paris on Friday. And we've heard that they have been approached, O'Neill and a few other brands. So we believe that Fly WPS has officially exited the team per se, is no longer going to be a sponsor as far as we're aware. So we don't know what the guys are going to end up in gear. We got a couple days left before the race. We don't know if they've actually locked in anything. And we are heading to Fox Raceway. Actually, the morning that this video will post, we will be going there for kind of a pre-press day they're doing to break in the track. We'll see if we see the guys there, because as of right now, we don't know what the bikes are going to show up for graphics, what logos are going to be on it, what's going to be on the truck. For all we know, it could show up at the first round fairly blank. Either way, it looks like they will return at the beginning of the Nationals. And of course, all eyes will be on this team for the outdoor season to see if they basically make it through with all the controversy, all the speculation, everything surrounding this team. It will be probably a storyline that will be followed most of the outdoor season of how long does the team make the full season? Do the riders stay there? What ends up happening? It'll all be something we will be watching very carefully, and we will probably have another update on this by the time we hit Friday or Saturday of the first race, once they basically appear in public and we see what exactly is going on. But for now, that's what we know. Team should be at the race. Benny Bloss, Freddie Noren on the bikes. Davi Millsaps managing the team. Derek Rankin returned. Another incoming mechanic. Still on KTMs. Don't know the sponsors. That's the latest in this episode of Rumormill. If you like these feature, thumbs up, like, subscribe. Throw your thoughts in the comments section below. Are you surprised that the team is making a comeback? What do you think of the riders' choices to go there, etc.? And join us on the next episode. Thanks for watching.